Well, hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Minna and this is where I talk about my knitting and other crafts I do. Yes, welcome. I come to you from Helsinki, Finland. Today is 1st of July and today is nice, cloudy, maybe plus 19 degrees Celsius here in Helsinki. Yeah, that's good. It's been quite hot lately, so this is nice. This is very nice and very nice. A little anyway, it's nice that it's not hot all the time. Yes, I checked, it's a little bit more than 2 months when I last recorded, so I've been knitting and there's a lot of finished objects today. So yeah, let's jump into knitting. Last time I recorded, I was making this knit. It is Cumulus tea, or the pattern is Cumulus tea by the PetiteKnit. I need my, sorry. Yes, I have to have my notes, otherwise it's not working. Cumulus tea. It is started 16th of April. 16th of April and I finished it 10th of May. I used 3.25 millimeter needles and I had gauge of 24 stitches per 46 rows. In the pattern it asks 28 stitches per 40 rows. I knitted it in size M, but I've modified it somewhat. Yeah, I didn't knit it exactly to the pattern. I think this V should be more open and it should come lower, but it's too low for my liking, so I did it a little bit smaller. Also, the pattern says you should put I-cord edges to the neckline and sleeves and the hem. I've tried that before. I found that it's not working for me. I think the edges still like to turn or roll up a bit, so just a few rows of ribbing will do the thing. So I have maybe 5 rows of ribbing in sleeves and here, and in hem maybe 15 to 20 rows. Also, the original pattern has longer sleeves. I had a game of yarn chicken going on, so I did shorter sleeves and yeah, put more yarn to the body so that it wouldn't be too short. Also, I ended up buying 2 more skeins or balls, as I presumed that would probably gonna happen, so I did that. And of course they were different dye lot, so not sure if the camera picks it up, but somewhere here is the line where the new yarn starts, but I don't care. It's a I don't care. It's good. I mean, yeah, I could have designed it that way, but anyways. Also, the yarn is, let's see, I have some here in different color. It is Hjertegarn, new Arezzo. There is 20, sorry, okay. I feel like it's difficult to talk. Okay. 33% linen, 47% bamboo and 20% cotton. There is 150 meters per 50 gram ball. And I think I measured it. I used in total 260 grams, so a little bit more than 5 balls. I had this much left of both colors, and yes, it is striped, but you can't really see it unless you check it like really close, because the colors just bend in. Oh no, blend in. And it's okay too. I like the combination. I like the color all in all, and I think it really suits me because I have blue eyes. So yeah, didn't I don't know. It's been my thought of this knit changed so much during the process. I thought maybe it won't fit, maybe it will look funny, maybe the sleeves are too short, maybe this and maybe that. And now I've worn this so much, and yeah, it's really nice summer knit. And I've been thinking, should I add these little yarn ends to the sleeves? I could use a little of or I wouldn't mind if the sleeves were just a little bit longer, but it's not an issue or anything, but that would be a way to get rid of these. I'm not even sure. I would probably get, I don't know, like few rows and that's it, and 4 yarn ends to weave in, but I have not decided. I have to say the yarn or the fabric has stretched a lot, as I also presumed that would probably happen. That usually happens with bamboo, maybe cotton, not that much with cotton, but if these plant fibers stretch, or not the fibers but the fabric, it usually don't go back. The plant fiber doesn't have the memory as the animal fibers, such as wool has. So when it stretches, and I should actually check the gauge again, because I'm pretty sure it is something else than 24 stitches per 10 centimeters. I'm going to check that. Science. It's about 19 stitches per 10 centimeters, and then when I was knitting I had 24. So there's probably 10 centimeters more fabric than when I was knitting. Probably it actually more. Like yeah. Anyways, something to remember next time I am knitting with this yarn. And of course I did not make any swatches or anything. But yes, however, that's what I'm wearing, and yeah. Oh, also the yarn is something I knitted last summer, and then I forgot it. I had a little skirt and a little top, and I didn't really like them, so I forgot them, and ta-da! Here it is in so much better use. So good for me. Okay, last time we spoke, I had this jogging sweater fixing going on. I had to re-knit the sleeves from somewhere here. Also, I'm sorry if you can see it, I have bruises in my arm because I had to go to a blood sample today, and they had difficulties finding the vein, so it looks nasty. So I hope anyway, if you see it, that's that. And anyway, here is my joggy sweater. Did it I think like 6 or 7 years ago, with Novita 7 veljestä, 75% wool, 25% polyamide yarn, and I think I used all sorts of scraps and just striped away. I think I used drops pattern iris plaits, something like that, and it is sweater with the cables, but I didn't do cables. I just took the numbers, and I have no idea how faithful I have been to the pattern, but I remember using that somewhat. Anyway, it is now done. Sleeves are fixed. They look nice, and yeah, they look nice. I left out the thumb holes, and also I took a crocheting hook and pull in the yarn ends that were sticking out. So yeah, one thing done, and one thing away, or that's not the word. Anyway, one thing less in a fixed pile. That's what I tried to say. Also, last time I thought about my thoughts and ideas about making Janis Joplin kind of embroidery to another sweater. I haven't even started. I'm going to though, but just telling that it's I'm not there yet, but have no fear. I have I have done so much else. This is, I wasn't even started this when we last spoke, and I didn't have the yarn, but I ordered some. This is Dibiasky sweater. It is a sweater from the movie Don't Look Up. The character Kate Dibiasky wears this sweater in different colors though, and there is a free pattern in Ravelry, and it is, I think, written for a little bit more or thicker yarn. I used lana cotton. This is also Hjertegarn yarn. This is 50% wool and 50% cotton. There is 220 meters per 50 grams. And recommended needle size is 3 to 3.5. And yeah, I wanted something that I could use springtime and maybe summer evenings and at autumn, and something that would be a little bit lighter. And I was a little bit worried how the color work would look like in a kind of almost like cotton yarn, because 50-50, that's a lot of cotton. And it's funny, it's the same amount, but it feels like there's a lot of cotton and there is only a little wool, even though there is same and same. Anyway, color work wise, that seems to me a lot of cotton. But I think I did good. Also, I ended up modifying the pattern quite a lot, because because I had different gauge and because I had different yarn. And if I would have gone exactly to the pattern, it would look smaller. I could have made it work just by multiplying the motif, but that way it would have looked different, like smaller and yeah, and also shorter. So I didn't want that. I wanted quite long words. Yoke, there we go. I wanted long yoke, and I wanted the color work to reach quite low, so I modified it, and I'm quite pleased with my with the end result. Let's check some details. Okay, I used 3.75 millimeter needles, but in the sleeves I've used 4 or 4.5 millimeter needles. And the gauge in the pattern is 22 stitches per 26 rows. My gauge is 28 stitches, and I have no row gauge here. It's yeah. Also, pattern designer is or writer. I don't think it's probably technically not designing, because you have taken the idea from somewhere and written it to a pattern. I understand it takes counting and everything, but anyway, if I'm wrong, then sorry, but McLean has put the design into a pattern free for everyone to use. I've started with size 6, but I've added stitches, so I kind of used the pattern, but also modified it a lot. Total yarn consumption 370 grams. I used a bit more than 4 skeins of white, bit less than 1 skein of yellow, and about 1.5 skeins of brown. And I mean balls, not skeins, but I keep fixing those and mixing them all the time. Yeah. I am going to model this for you. Just a second. There we go. Oh my goodness. Also, something about this yarn. I think the plies in the yarn or the twist is somewhat loose. So I think due to that, if cats come and they do this with their nails, which is a cat thing, I think woolen sweaters can pretty much take that. They won't, yeah. But this yarn, yeah, you can definitely see if cat claws have been here. So that is something maybe to keep in mind if, yeah. However, the yarn feels really nice. It is really soft and drapey, and also the feel of merino wool and cotton, at least in this yarn, is really comfortable. It's breathing, but it's warm, but it's not like overly warm. It's just nice, unless it's really hot. But I mean, yes, I really like this. Also, I am quite proud of my color choices. I was at first a little bit doubtful that have I gone wrong with this, because the original has a dark main color, and yeah, it's really different. But I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to have at least one lighter piece in my wardrobe. And what do you know, I can wear these colors, because usually I go to colors like this, or yeah, so yeah. Also, probably that was everything about this sweater. Really happy with this. When I ordered the yarn, I went overboard again, and I ordered yarn also, like similar yarn but different colors, for another Dibiasky, and the colors are here, and it is supposed to go, or anyway, black would be the main color, and then other two colors, don't remember actually which would be which. Probably brown would be this darker, and the yellow would be this lighter blue, pink. So yeah, I want to start something soon. So that's one option. Also, I don't know if you know Finnish designer, what's her name? Veronika something. She goes by the name Kutovakika in, I think, at least in Instagram and in YouTube. She has designed a sweater, and I think she wrote a book, a pattern book for knitting, and there is a pattern called, I think it's Dirty Caramel. I'll try to add picture here, and it's really nice in the original colors. But once again, I saw that Terhi Viinikanoja, who is Hupsistralla Terhi in Instagram, who is Finnish knitter and maker, she had made the sweater in completely different colors. I think it was something she just happened to have, and I'm not sure though, but she does that. She just picks up the yarn and makes something, and it just turns out great in my opinion. So I want to try something like that. So my yarn choices for the Dirty Caramel are here, and okay, I have something. This would be the main color, and these would be the other colors. So, and these are also this 50% wool, 50% cotton. Lana Cotton 212 is the name of the yarn. A little risky to order yarns yarn for 3 sweaters without never have been knitting anything with the yarn. Did I do that? I think I did do that. Yeah. Well, it seems okay. I can see some little peeling, and there are these cat things happening, and also I've weaved in the ends like in a kind of like regular way, no knots, just weave them with a darning needle. And since the yarn is so slick And usually that happens with cotton or plant fibers, that if you just weave them in like in a, I don't know, traditional or anyway, just weave them there, they tend to get loose, and exactly this happens. So I know there is some techniques how you should or could do that and prevent this. Maybe I should go to Google and check what would be the what's, yeah, if I should or could do something differently in my next one. Anyway, very happy with this one. I think I am going to, because I didn't really wrote down, at least not very järjestelmällisesti what I was doing, but I have the numbers and I have the pattern or the motif somewhere, so I think I might wrote that down, and I'll be playing with the idea, should I wrote a pattern, free pattern of course, with this changed change pattern for a thinner yarn. But it takes some time to write patterns, so I don't know. Also it would be easy to write the pattern for one size, but if someone or me wants to offer more sizes, it takes more time. So maybe I'll knit one more and then we'll see. And also I have to say this, I worn this like few times whenever it's weather for it, and it has not been too many times, which is kind of nice because it's summer, but it's also nice that I have been able to wear this like at the end of the evening or in the middle of the night basically, because it's still warm, but a little bit. Oh, anyway, I've got so much compliments when I'm wearing this. People like spontaneously say that, oh, that is a nice sweater, did you make it yourself? And then I say, yes, I did, thank you so much. I'm very happy that you like my sweater. I like it too, because I think it's magnificent. I don't know, it feels good. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. It's really nice to hear. Yeah, it's really nice to hear. Anyway, moving on. Not sure if I can wear this at the moment. I'm thinking maybe not. I'll change this. Then, that Dibiasky was knitted in May. It was quite warm back then also, but then I think the summer really hit and I wanted to knit more summery stuff. So I made, I think it's Thea top. I'm really happy that I'm keeping this diary nowadays. Yeah, Thea top, designed by Susanne Müller. I've used Arezzo Mandarin Petite 100% cotton and Hjertegarn blend bamboo, which is 70% bamboo and 30% cotton. And there's approximately 150 meters of yarn per 50 gram ball. And it is really nice pattern. I think it is paid for pattern, like 6 or 7 euros if I'm not completely wrong. I bought it from Garden, and I've had pretty much the right gauge, or yeah. And for some reason I've decided to knit the size 4, which is XL. I am not sure what my thought process have been. I guess I wanted oversized piece, and well, I got one. Here it is. I mean, it's like a what's purje in English? It's huge, but it's really nice. But also, okay, I model this one for you too. There we go. When it's on, you can't really see this, which is nice. It's also really like airy. That's nice too. I am a little bit iffy if this is this a little bit mumsy or like frumpy, like a little I don't have the words, like I have to check. Nuhjuinen? I don't know, but I wore this a little bit with the jean shorts and yeah, I think I am going to give this a chance. But if I'm not wearing this, I'm definitely going to frog this, because that's what I do these days. I frog if I don't use something. And also it's wide, but it's quite short. So if I end up keeping it and not frogging it, I think I should at least add maybe few centimeters, because I'm not comfortable. Maybe I'm not too comfortable with my stomach showing. So yeah. Anyway, I made this. Oh, there's not total yarn consumption, but I'm guessing it's probably something like 250 grams, I want to say. Also, these stripes and the yarn there, they are actually, two of the yarns are here, and that is also something I've pre-knitted, then frogged, and now knitted again. So I'm quite happy I'm using that yarn. However, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure if this is what to do with this. But it's really summery in a way. I mean, I still see my my mind's picture of the top that I was going for, but there is something that just does that. Anyways, also one thing that I have to say about these plant fibers, or maybe it's just these fibers, maybe it's just, I don't know, or these yarns, they get so wrinkly so easily. Even how like delightfully and carefully you fold them and try to somehow avoid sharp corners and not putting them overly like tight, there is going to be lines. Yeah. Anyways, I need this. Then I was in a mood of knitting summer stuff, so I did. I have to check the name of the pattern, and this is free pattern by Jessie Maed Designs. It's Summer Secret Crop, and I've used same yarns than here, and I've used 3.75 millimeter needles, and here's less than 100 grams of yarn, or just a little bit less, 97 grams of yarn, according to my kitchen scale, which is not 100% accurate, but close enough. Okay, I think I should model this too. It's a small top. I just told you that I am not comfortable showing my stomach, but then again, if it's really hot, then I think I can I can live with that then. But yeah, and here you can also see cats have been here. But I think it's really cute. So just a moment. I would not probably wear it with this bra. I would probably wear it without any bra because I'm not very busty lady, so I can, if I choose to, not use anything at all. However, here is the bra. Anyway, but it's cute. It is so cute in my opinion, and I think it fits nicely. I decided to make like put the straps crossed because it fits better. However, I've used this I think once or twice and washed it after, and it is now just washed, so it's nice and fitting and everything. However, after a little bit of wear, it starts to stretch, and you can see it especially in the back. Now it's nicely and goes like aligned to my body, but then it starts to, it looks more loose, and I don't really like that. I've been thinking maybe I could add a small or really thin elastic, maybe here, maybe it would prevent that look, I don't know. But anyway, I think this I'm going to keep, even if I wore it only at home or only twice a year when it's like crazy hot. But it's cute. It's really cute. And yeah, I would like to find a yarn and fiber, because I don't think I could wear this if it would be wool or woolen. So, and I'm not sure how much the what's that called? Ribbing. If you do ribbing in plant fiber, that will stretch too. It's not the solution. So what fiber or fabric would have the difficulty is plain, that would keep its form better. Maybe there is not, I don't know. Or then there should be, I don't know. Okay, that's not going anywhere. However, I've been thinking about that because I really like this top. I also made another one, and there are a few issues with that. I am going to model that too, but I'm showing it like this at first, and it has a different stripe thing. It goes over, do you call this halter neck? And here I actually put in an elastic, so it's a little bit better, but there are other issues. Just a moment. I love the colors. They are really summery, and also the feel of this yarn is nice, and the feel of this fabric is nice. And I wanted to make a little bit longer top, and I did. I also did it. There is a lot of options in that pattern. You can make it more shaped or make it straight. That other one was a little bit shaped to fit to the waist. This is pretty much straight. Yeah, and there is that elastic thing, so I think it kind of works, but it still does this. This is really loose fabric anyway, and also it does this. If you can see it, I mean, yes, the fabric collects itself to the waist. So it's not a good look. It's not the worst, but it's not a good look. So I'm not actually sure what to do with this. I don't know. Is it just is the easiest way just to frog it and knit something bit more loosely fitting, because I think that's an issue that is not easy to go around because of the not quality, but because of the material. So either I should make this also shorter so that it stops here and stops doing that wrinkly thing, but however it will still be kind of be a little bit alive. So I don't know, maybe I'll frog it and do something else with the yarn, maybe another Thea top, because, well, we'll get to that in just a moment. And because, yeah, I still have some of this whatever this color is 4950, like light gray, light beige. It's not light gray, maybe beige, off-white, natural white / really light beige. I have this, and then I have, which is different than here. So if I would combine all the yarn, I could make maybe a Thea top, a bit more fitting than the first one, which was a huge. So I might do that. I just tried this on, was yesterday, and I think I'm frogging it, because it's yeah, I think I'm frogging this. I tried to think what are my options. What if there's some small fixes that I could do to make it work, but I don't really see them. So yeah, and since I frog these days, I don't get too upset about it. Okay, it's a little bit anyway, I'm not happy about that I made something and then I frog it. But that's life, and this is my knitting. That happens. So anyway, like the colors anyway, like the pattern anyway, but I'm frogging it. I have one more thing. It is this is work in progress. This is Thea top, and it is smaller. I have that similar beige color, and this is black, and that's Astrid scratching her tree. Okay, I'm going to put this on also. Now there's a nice fit for you and for me. And nice loose fabric, and it's going to get more loose in time. However, I don't believe it cannot get as huge than the first one. So I'm almost done. I am knitting this part, the ribbing for the another sleeve, and also I knitted as long as as the ball ended, but I'm going to add some centimeters for the hem ribbing, and I think this is really nice. The original pattern doesn't have stripes. I just decided to have stripes. I have 4 rows of white, and yeah, every 5th row is knitted with the black color. I'm using 3.5 millimeter needles, and I've knitted this one in size S, so there is a significant difference. And also smaller needle. I think I used a little bit bigger needles with the first one. Yeah, 4 millimeter. Well, half needle size smaller needles, and a lot of sizes smaller size. Yeah, there's not much because it's still in the middle of making, but this is, yeah, I don't know how it looks like on camera, but I think it's interesting how this color and the black, how they kind of change each other. I mean, I think this color looks somehow more creamy, and the black looks more maybe gray. It's difficult to explain, but black doesn't look so black, and this doesn't look so kind of not so plain. I mean, they complement each other really nicely, in my opinion. Also, I'm not sure what's this neutralish thing. I mean, or not neutral, but me knitting with lighter colored yarns. Although one explanation is that I just happen to have this yarn. It has been in my stash maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 years, and it's really slippery, kind of nice feeling, but it's not the most, if you like to knit with wool and you like that feel, this feels like it's really different. This is so slippery, but I guess you get used to that because I've knitted so many things with it. However, after I'm done with this, I think I'm going to go to the dirty caramel or another Dibiasky. Yeah, or one more these, but with the frogged yarn of that of this. It would look nice too. Actually, I would have wanted to make this top so that the ribbings would also be in black, but because I'm just a yarn chicken player, I only bought one ball of black yarn, and this is what I have left. So I don't think it would have been enough. So also after I've knitted all these summary things, I'm probably going to have I'm going to have bits and pieces, and maybe I'm going to knit one maybe Thea top with all the colors. That sounds exactly a thing that I would do. Also, I forgot to mention that when I started, I had the Cumulus tee on. I have a similar yarn in different color. This new Arezzo linen bamboo cotton yarn. This really light like lilac color. This is also something I have more of it there. It is also frogged from another project from last summer or one summer before. And since I like so much that blue and this colored Cumulus tea, I thought I could make one with this color, even though I'm not so much into this color, but I have a plan. I have also this color. It is kind of like wine red. Maybe if I do some sort of striping like this, maybe even longer, you get the idea. So I have 2 balls of this. So if I do stripes and with this red yarn, the ribbings to cuffs, at least for the sleeves and for the neckline, I think it could break or change the color kind of like here, so it wouldn't look so lame, if I can say so. I know this is, I mean, it's color as any, just I can't like every color, even though I kind of do. So that's the plan. So yeah, but maybe this project can wait, or maybe not. Maybe I don't know. Although if I end up frogging this, which it seems like that it's going to happen, I kind of would like to knit something with this, because I don't want to have too much frogged yarn all around, because I have a lot of it already and I would want to use it. So anyway, I have a lot of knitting plans, and I've knitted a lot. I counted Dibiasky. Well, I'm counting these 2 Thea tops, 2 summer crop secret top thingies, and 1 Cumulus tea. I understand that these are quite small, but if you combine these, like these are one, I've knitted 5 garments in 2 months. Oops. So what? I am a knitter. That's what I do. I knit. I also really am looking forward to get this done, because I think it's nice, like basic thing, easy to wear, not too ballsy or not too neony or anything. You can just yeah, that's what I think. Also, okay, one more thing that I'm wrapping this up. Something that I've been thinking with this loosey goosey drapey yarn. I don't know how these are going to act in use, because like I said, the ribbing doesn't really work. They stretch too, and I'm a little bit afraid, is this going to look ugly at some point? So I decided to bind these off in a kind of traditional unstretchy way, because I usually nowadays do the Italian bind off, which is really stretchy, really beautiful, but here it makes it too stretchy even. So I just how do you say it? You knit one, or knit, you knit two, and then pull over the first knitted stitches, then you knit another one, and then pull that stitch over that, and or the anyway. So it's not stretchy. It's and I did that by purpose. For the hem, I'm probably anyway going to do that Italian bind off, because in the hem I think the stretch is okay. There I can use it, but here it is regular bind off. And if they still are going to be loosey-goosey, I am going to add, at least for the neckline, the elastic. And I think it will do the trick. Okay, I think that's that. Oh, so much knitting, but so much good garments to wear, and so much good projects to start. Okay, I'm wrapping this up. Yeah. I hope wherever you are that you have good summer and that you have fun with your knitting. And I hope I'm recording sooner than I did this time. I think 2 months is a little bit too long. I think at least monthly or 3 to 4 weeks is a nice pace. So yeah. I'm going to edit this and put this to YouTube, and I'm going to have to go and feed my cat, my little cat who has such a beautiful voice. Yes, I know. Sinulle ruoka. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.